It is Saturday. It is the weekend. What do you want, Bay City Rollers or Chicago? Let's go with Bay City Rollers. They wore strange pants. There you go. It is Saturday. It is Coffee and Headlines. It is a pleasure to see you. Good morning, everyone. It's Saturday, January 6th, and here we are, as always, ready to share news from our city, state, and country, and look at your comments, your ideas, what you're up to, and so forth. It is great to be here. I am about to burp, but okay, hold on just a second. You don't need this, but my coffee. Oh my God, too much information. I drank my coffee too quickly and it got stuck in my throat. Look at all these wonderful comments. Paco, thank you again for the Guadalajara-based resources, invaluable information. I'm making my way through it all. There's going to be more added to that, Rita. I am so glad that you enjoyed it. Barbara, please reconsider. Please reconsider. Today is January 6th, even though Costco has already announced that they don't have any more Rosca de Reyes. I think it's going to be a zoo. I actually need to go to La Comer later on because I need to get food for Luna. Excuse me. And I suspect that it's going to be one of those things. Or maybe I'll go to Soriana. FYI, whenever it's a date in which you can expect that it's going to be crazy at the supermarket, at La Comer, because everybody likes La Comer, I usually go to Soriana, and Soriana is usually a lot more relaxed. As always, we welcome everyone, but particularly we welcome those of you that are watching live for the first time. If that fits your bill and you want a little hello from us and a little welcome, all you have to do is write the word new in your comment. If you have something really important that you need to resolve, such as, I saw a cue just a second ago. Dan was asking, does anybody know where to buy salted roasted peanuts? Kathy wants to make peanut butter cookies, and we've had no luck at Soriana, La Comer, and Costco. They are all flavored. Salted peanuts. I didn't know that was so difficult to find. Don't they come in a can? I mean, the ones that come in a bag are usually not salted, and there's the Japanese ones and so forth and so on. But I do remember that if you buy them in a can, they still have the peel, but they are salted. If anybody else has another suggestion, please feel free to share. That's what we're here for. So we'll be looking at all these cues later on in the broadcast, but first, a quick look at the news. Oh, I've changed the location of my buttons. There you go. I did some redecorating here at Coffee and Headlines headquarters. Jalisco, this is our state, has just become the first state in Mexico to develop and provide its own independent COVID-19 vaccination strategy by acquiring over 50,000 COVID vaccines sanctioned by the World Health Organization. Starting on January 16, the state will make the Moderna COVID-19 vaccine available to vulnerable populations, which includes seniors, pregnant women, health personnel, and people with comorbidity conditions. At the same time, the federal government continues its free vaccination program for the population at large, using the two vaccines that the World Health Organization does not endorse. So now we have three options for COVID-19 vaccines. You can go with the free ones provided by the government. You can buy your own Pfizer vaccine, which will set you back, I think last I read it was 700 and something, 800 and something pesos. Or you can get the Moderna COVID-19 vaccine for free from the government of Jalisco when it becomes available, if you fall under any of the vulnerable population categories. That is really good news. Not so good news, CTAC, the well-known local nonprofit organization that provides services to the LGBTQ community of Puerto Vallarta, has shut down its operation as of a week ago amid strong accusations from current and former employees claiming they were treated poorly, offered promises not delivered, and ultimately being dismissed without the severance pay required by law. Apparently, Tribuna de la Bahía attempted to contact the organization's director, Paco Arjona, but the office is closed and the director failed to return telephone calls. In a separate article, Gerardo Sandoval Ortiz, who is a local political commentator and pretty much the only local journalist I read and trust when it comes to well-researched contextual articles about Puerto Vallarta and its grumblings and politics, he has published a deep dive into CTAC's history, its challenges, its money handling issues, and situations that led to the current situation. I believe there's a teachable moment here. Even when there are two sides to every story, one thing is certain, and we've said this many, many times here at Coffee and Headlines: trust the nonprofit organization of your choice, but due diligence is important. You know, accountability can be challenging for these organizations. So before you open your wallet, make sure that you are contributing to an organization that handles its operation, its affairs, its human resources, and last but certainly not least, its finances in a responsible way. And this is what we have for news today. Let's take a look at this. What do Agustín Lara, Armando Manzanero, Consuelo Velázquez, José Alfredo Jiménez, and Juan Gabriel have in common? All five are traditional Mexican songwriters, and all five are soulful storytellers. Join me this coming Thursday as we explore their lives and musical legacy, from the timeless lyrics of Lara to the flamboyant creations of Juan Gabriel. We will delve into the profound narratives and enduring emotions woven into their music and celebrate their rich heritage and lasting impact as we discover new interpretations of their most popular songs that have become an integral part of Mexican culture. As always, it's happening at The Joint at 5 p.m. this coming Thursday. See you there. And now it's time for the local news. It is 22 degrees out there. Humidity is at 73%. Snarky weatherman is not happy. He says, frack a dead pig and call me prime minister. It's sunny. I don't know if that is a specific reference to any prime ministers or what, but that's what Snarky weatherman says. 22 degrees again, humidity is at 73%, and our weather forecast for today says partly cloudy skies throughout the day with a high of 26 and a low of 18. Then tomorrow, Sunday, mostly cloudy skies in the morning with rain in the afternoon and a high of 25 and a low of 17. And then Monday, we'll have light rain throughout the day with a chance of rain of 56%, a high temperature of 26 and a low temperature of 19. Yesterday, I was so happy to put together that wonderful conversation with Kathleen Carrillo that we ended up skipping a bunch of notices that I wanted to share with you for today. And I'm going to do those in a minute, but I wanted to thank you all for your wonderful comments and feedback about the interview with Kathleen. I thought it was a very newsworthy thing, and it was an easy opportunity to promote something wonderful. And I think these art walks are a good thing. But moving right along, I want to go into these other headlines that I put together for you, starting with this. Ever since somebody mentioned these things, these pierogies, I became, well, not obsessed, but it's like all of a sudden I am noticing these posts about pierogi. So I'm reading here that pierogi will be available this weekend at Winston's. And I don't know if this is the pierogi you were all concerned about, but what I want to encourage you to do is, if you're curious about pierogi, all you have to do is follow this Facebook group called PV Restaurant Reviews. That's where the 2 sightings that I have found have come from. So if pierogi is a thing for you, you may want to go ahead and like the group for future references. I was also very happy to have heard from our dear friend Carla of the Ruta Mushi museum bus, the bus museum, and a new exhibition will be inaugurating this coming Monday at 7 p.m. at Parque Hidalgo. And the monthly exhibition for the month of January has to do with the foundation of Puerto Vallarta. So if you are intrigued about the beginnings of our city, then this is something you definitely want to do. As we've mentioned many times, Ruta Mushi is Puerto Vallarta's own mobile history museum. It's a repurposed city bus that parks at different locations throughout the city. And it has air conditioning and it is free to board. Of course, a donation is always encouraged. And it's a great opportunity to learn a little bit more about Puerto Vallarta's history. So we make it a habit to mention whenever we spot the mentions on Facebook of where Ruta Mushi is going to be parked. We always like to share that information with you. So if you're out and about on Monday at 7 p.m., this will be a chance to check out the new exhibition. And we wish Ruta Mushi lots of success as always. And then, of course, this came in my inbox. This is going to be great because Oculto is doing their corn secret dinner again. And I have to tell you, because I have attended this one, and we gushed about it here at Coffee and Headlines before. In this particular dinner, Carmen Porras and her wonderful crew, they put together this amazing corn-based dinner, which of course corn is essential to the history of Mexico. It was part of our diet since Aztec times, and you get to experience different types of corn in different dishes, and you get to see masa prepared right on the spot, and handmade tortillas made from scratch from corn right then and there. And it was a great opportunity when I went. This dinner is going to take place this coming Friday from 7 to 9:30 p.m. And it's open to the public. So if you want to attend it, I'm going to include the information in the show notes. Remember, these are private dinners for 15 or so people. So I certainly hope it will sell out. But if you're interested, I would act on this fairly quickly. And you may remember in the past, we've mentioned the Riviera Market. This is another, not so much farmer's market, but an outdoor market that sets up shop along the Pitillal River walking path, or the Riverside Walking Path. And they are announcing new dates starting on February 3rd. This is a little bit less than a month from now, but I figured I would let you know right now. They're going to have one market every month. This is another type of market than what you may be used to, so we're going to continue to announce these as they move forward. And then I also wanted to tell you that you may have noticed, if you watched the walk around video that I did for Galeria Contempo, I also talked about some of the artists that were displayed on the upstairs exhibition area. And one of the artists that caught my attention, or a few paintings that caught my attention, were these striking portraits, which bordered, well, they didn't border, they were rather central, or at least they seemed central to me. So this morning, I was so very pleased to find out that the next major exhibition at Galeria Contempo will be dedicated to the artist Akane Sandoval, who is the person behind these striking works. This opening is going to be on Friday, January the 12th, which is this coming Friday. And as we have announced previously, these art gallery exhibitions stay on for 2 weeks, and then Galeria Contempo rotates their exhibitions once again, along with all the other art galleries that are doing wonderful things every 2 Fridays in Colonia Emiliano Zapata. Lots of things to do, and I had more on my list, but they're way further down the line. But I am happy to see that the number of classes and workshops and activities to do in the city are increasing, and this is absolutely awesome. And now let us take a quick look at your comments before we continue with our day. As always, it is a pleasure to read your good mornings. Oh no, Luisa. Luisa says, my turn with insomnia, so going to sleep right after the show with Luna. My dear friend, I hope you get all the sleep you need and deserve. I am happy to report last night was heavenly. I slept very well. I even got up a little late, but was not really worried. Here we are. Let's see what else we have. We acknowledge that question. Let's see what else. Ooh, another counter, Doug. 2 nights left till in Vallarta. Excellent. Excellent. Christy, hello, Christy, our favorite squirrel rescuer and purveyor is in the house. It is always a pleasure to read you. Ah, nice, nice, nice. Oh, check it out. A source for peanuts. La Comer in the import area. Oh, this is for Himalayan salt, not for peanuts. My bad. Okay, so somebody must be looking for Himalayan salt. Or maybe it's peanuts salted with Himalayan salt. I am not sure. But I hope, Den and Kathy, that you find the type of peanuts you are looking for. Purim pam pum pum. There's a queue. Open to feedback. Does Costco USA card work in Costco in PV? Yes, it does, as far as I know. There you have it. And let's see. My goodness, all this discussion about peanuts makes me very, very happy that you are out there helping each other out. This is what we do, and this is what I like about you as a community the most, that everybody is just eager to help somebody else find the connections that you need and we need. So that is highly appreciated. Thank you so much. Boom, padam, boom. There's a question or a comment. I guess I'm off to Winston's. Thanks, Paco. My pleasure, Mark. I think you were the original question for pierogies. I have to try these things at some point because I've never had them before. But now you know where to find them. I suggest that you follow that Facebook group and you should be all set. Let's see. Oh, Oh, oh. Peanuts are in the second floor of Costco. Okay, enough of that. Enough of that. We have to come up with new jokes. Oh, and by the way, today is Dia de los Reyes. Today is Three Wise Men Day. Today is Rosca de Reyes Day. Costco announced yesterday that they are out of Rosca. Again, shop locally. I'm sure that you can find Rosca de Reyes today at many local bakeries. And I think this is what we have for today. And even though this doesn't have a cue, I'm going to put it up there because I appreciate that very much. Nick, thank you so much. We try to create as much, to obtain as much information as we can to improve our connections here in the city and amongst ourselves. And with that, I think it is time to start enjoying the weekend, at least for me. I hope you have an excellent weekend. I am going to have a really good time just chilling. I may go out for a walk or two. We need to go get food for Luna because she is out. But whatever it is that you're planning to do this weekend, I hope it's full of fun and health and wonderful times with your friends and family and loved ones. And as always, I hope to see you again Monday for more coffee, more headlines, more stories, more questions, and more of the things that you enjoy here. Have a good one.